What's going on, you guys, and welcome to Stranded Alien Dawn. I've got a bit of a problem here. I need a ton, an absolute ton of concrete. Yeah, I know. It's right when I get done getting all my resources squared away, I find something to do that just throws everything into absolute chaos. I'll be here all day. If you want to watch somebody go through hell and back, I got you. I got you. Say less. Please say less. Alright, so last episode, I forget. It's it's been about a week, and I've got about 2 months worth of saved content ahead of schedule, so I'm enjoying a couple days off here and there. However, today I had a very busy day. I woke up, took my kid to her therapy, came back home, dropped my wife off, and she likes to go and help take my daughter to therapy. Once I got home, dropped my wife off, and I immediately went over to the county VA center for my area. I went to go get a paper, which I did get the form. I got a form to put the word veteran on my ID card. It also allows me to get a specialty disabled veteran license plate, so I can get my disability stuff taken care of. On top of that, I decided that after I picked my daughter up, I went and did what I was going to go do. I drove to the not so nearest, but the nearest, it wasn't very near, it was about 60 miles, which is what I'm saying, and my not so near, I'm trying to be funny. I drove to my not so near military outpost. Military installation, not outpost. I drove to my closest military base, you guys, where I went to their Rapids location, which Rapids, it's the building that you go to get a ID. And now this ID, usually if you're a service member, will be your CAC card ID, your CAC. It's your little personalized military ID. However, for me, I got a civilian variety. I don't have the little CAC card. It's a little computer chip that's inserted into the card. I don't have that. However, I do have an ID that'll allow me to allow me to drive onto and visit any military installation that I choose here in the United States and abroad, depending on if it's a military outpost, a military base. This military outpost nonsense. Come on! This game's killing me. So, I think the thing I'm going to have to do first, you guys, is pause it up. Let's go to production. I need more furnaces. And these furnaces are going to be set up to produce more concrete. There we go. All right, and unpause. So I need more concrete. Tons more concrete. So yeah, I went to my local military post, got my ID card so I can go visit the commissary. I can take advantage of their I think it's the MWR, morale, wellness, and recreation. So essentially, I can go use their gyms. I can use their facilities. I can go to their shopping mall. I can go to their food store. I can do anything that anybody in the military can do while they're off duty. I can't, however, go to restricted locations like I used to be able to. No, those days are gone. God, I miss them though. Gone are the days of going into those restricted zones with no harassment. But besides the fact, yeah. Well, regardless of all that nonsense, I'm still very happy to be able to go back on post. Post was always my home away from home, and then it eventually became my home. You know, the home that I grew up in became second nature to me, whereas my military installations have begun to feel more and more like my true home. And I've got to say, it felt good being on a military installation again. It I don't know how to describe it, you guys. It's like the civilian world, there's just absolute chaos. Nobody knows how to drive, everybody's rude. The second I went through that barricade and got signed in to the post, everybody knew how to drive. Everybody was polite. It was like I had stepped off of planet Earth and gone to somewhere friendly. It was unnerving. It was enjoyable, but it was still unnerving because I've accustomed myself to civilian life and I've forgotten how amazing military life used to be. I knew there was like multiple reasons why I miss being in service, and that's one of them. The the just lack of chaos. Everything's orderly. Everything has a place and a time, like clockwork, a very well-oiled machine. I miss it. I miss it. But I have a plan here with this base, you guys, to stop talking about my time on a military post. Which, if you guys have never had a chance, find somebody to take you on one. It's an experience. It's an experience. It really is. It's like you step into a different world. Everybody's wearing uniforms. Everybody's clean shaven. Hair trimmed. Looking nice. Every hair in its place. Man, I miss it. All right, let me figure out something else here, you guys. So I have a ton of concrete that is required. I also have some metal requirements and a few other things. So I think I'm going to, yes, I'm going to activate that one. I'm going to see if there are any more that have the metal already in them, and there aren't, unfortunate. However, I believe I have enough electronics to get the rest of these like mostly hooked up. I think I'll be missing like enough for one, maybe that second one. But I want to try and get the Air Force upgraded a little bit. That's so much gasoline. That's so much gasoline. I love seeing that. Ah, good times. Um, how is that not connected? But that's connected. That's a straight line. That's a straight line. I see power cords coming off of this one to here. I don't see power cords coming off of this one to here. Hmm. And again, I see them coming off of this one to that one, and that's about the same exact distance. Yeah. But I have cables running off to this one, which same exact distance. There's some magical nonsense going on in my world. It needs to end. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Let me see. Ken's working on some salvage. I'm glad to see that. I need to keep him, working on that at all times. Samantha, I guess. Yeah, repair the air conditioner. I was going to set her up to, work on these little quick paths through the system. I've got quite a few of them already ready to go. Actually, I think almost all of them are ready. Or I could be wrong. Nope, I'm wrong. I can see the difference in the color between the blue and the darker purple. It's just harder to see when you're zoomed up here. Okay. So Ken's doing some transportation. I don't like when he does that. I don't like when any of my survivors transport goods, considering I have bots that can do that for me, but they choose not to. Okay, so everything's going exactly as I need it to. I think I've finally gotten control of my, what's the right word? My impatientness. I almost said my grouchiness. Good times. That kind of hurt. Laughing and coughing at the same time. What the heck? Well, I guess better now than during my exit. Yeah, the hiccups have decided to visit me. Or temporary ones? That was two hiccups and they're gone. Um, huh? Oh no, the hiccups just wanted to interrupt me as I was talking. That was weird. Two hiccups and it's gone. Oh dear, I am in trouble. I think I need to go talk to a doctor. Yeah, two. Usually people are like, oh my god, I got the hiccups. I need to get rid of them. Two, and they're gone. If you got a case of the hiccups, don't listen to me right now because, yeah, I don't know how I got rid of them like that. I guess it was afraid of me yelling at it. It was like, oh no, if I don't fall in line right now, after he's done with this recording, he's gonna chew me apart. No, I wish it worked like that. It'd be nice. And so she's working on the solar panel and repairing the fortification. I think not. I'm going to construct a wooden pole and see if that strings my power to this link over here. Nope. Okay. But at least the power is connected that I needed to have connected. So when I get those started, it'll be looking good. Speaking of power, I'm at full capacity, 1700, 1800, 19, almost 1900. It's fluctuating between 6 and 18. It's the wind mainly. You get a nice gust and it boosts it up like that. And then it goes away. And then it comes back, and then it goes away. And then it comes back, and it goes away. Yeah, it's like the wind in this game. Sometimes, like right here, it's like the planet's breathing. That was an exhale. That's an inhale. Slowing the supply down. Then exhale. Power goes up. Wind speed increases. Okay. I thought that was Samantha. I was going to grab her and finish off these. Honestly, anybody that comes over here is going to get put to work. Katina, you're getting put to work. It's usually Samantha that's doing all of it herself. Samantha or Ken, those two seem to be my go-tos. Though, not going to lie, Edmund does a decent amount around the base. Where's that coming from? Off to the right hand. Yeah, directly to the right. Okay. And here's where things get tricky. I've never had flyers go over my animals. So this is going to be an experience. Are they going to target my animals? Or are they just going to ignore them and come for the survivors? I hope they don't go for the animals, because that would be atrocious. I would literally have to build them their own house over here and have it complete with flat cannons. Honestly, I should probably just put some flat cannons out here just to be safe. But we'll find out here in a moment how everything's going to get handled. Any moment now. Uh-oh. Edmund, get inside. What are you doing? The second I grab him, here they come. And it looks like some of them are already maneuvering over to come towards Edmund. Here they come. They're coming the long way. Just in time to avoid them. So it looks like they went directly over the animals and didn't even bother with them. That's great. I'm not gonna lie, I love seeing that. That was beautiful. Yeah, I'm thoroughly pleased, you guys. Let me see, how's my bug juice looking? Ew, bug juice looking weak. Okay. So let me do this in segments. Okay, and then this patch right here, butcher those. Butcher. And Billy Butcher. Now I would send my Air Force after them, but these larger broods, they'll actually shoot spikes at my my drones, which damage them. So I'm gonna hold off. Instead, I'm gonna undraft my survivors and see what they do. No, I'm not. I'm gonna draft my survivors and have them kill off everything really quickly. Yeah. And there's no point in just letting these animals run through my traps. That gives me more that I have to reset. More chances for them to attack walls. Don't want that happening. Edmund's going to sleep. Beginning to lose survivors to fatigue, unrest. My sniper just went down. Ken's a very tired man. But I believe I should be good. There's only a couple of these left, and they are constantly getting stuck in the traps as they go. No worries. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be working just fine for the rest of this video. Yeah, unless I get a really bad attack. Honestly, that could have been bad. There was a plethora of flyers that came my way. Thank God I had enough foresight several videos ago to boost my flak cannon power by nearly double. And I was like, I want to say the most flak cannons I had were 6 of them, and that got me through to about year 10, and then I was losing some to damage, losing some to just getting broken. Trying to figure out who I want to have set up this drone. Just waiting for it to hit the freezer, and boom. Construct that drone. What's my nighttime power? 14 hours. Only takes 6 to sun up. Consumption just went way up. Oh, solar flares. That's why. Consume 50% more power during the disaster. Anything with the CPU. So these are going to drain quite rapidly. However, during the daytime, I'm still in the positive. I'm about 1600, 1700, 1800, 1900. It likes to jump around. Let me then go over to the concrete. And let's maneuver them to 200. Maneuver them. Let's set them up to craft out 200. Good lord. Okay, just a few more, you guys. Sorry, bear with me here. I know once I start getting multiple things going on, I have a task at hand, and then my brain's figuring out what next to do, which I'm not a good multitasker, if you guys couldn't tell. Once I get invested in things, commentary drops off completely. Yeah, I guess I just don't have the mental capacity. No, it's my ADHD and a couple other things. They conflict with one another. I'm a walking contradiction. Just observing what they're doing now. I have a ton of gasoline that I want to use. It's like, when you just get paid and you've got $1,000 in your pocket, That feeling that it's just sitting there burning a hole in it. That's what this gasoline's doing to me right now. This gasoline's burning a hole in my pocket. I just want to send everybody out on an expedition. I have quite a few of them. I got some spaceship debris for Ken. I've got more spaceship debris that's not going to be for Katina. Cancel. You know what? I'm going to send Simon for the burning cruise vessel. God. It's such a struggle to spit my words out. Long day, you guys. Long day. On top of that, there's the usual physical labor. Cleaning up around the house. Taking all the weeds out, which those have been growing back, frustratingly. I wish I had the body of a normal 38-year-old man. It seems like my body is just falling apart faster and faster every day, you guys. But that's my crux to bear. I've got degenerative disc disease. You know that thing that your parents or your grandparents get, usually when people hit in their mid-60s. That's when you will more commonly find this disease. Degenerative disc disease is a problem with the back. The discs that cushion the bone of the spine, the individual vertebrae of the spine, those cushions are your vertebrae discs. They're a cartilage-like substance that first and foremost is there for cushioning of your spine so that there's no bone-on-bone contact. It also helps channel those nerve endings through your spine. So when one of these decides to go south, don't waste time looking for survivors. Man, I was hoping for something. So yeah, when one of those decides to go south, it bulges first. So anybody that's had a hernia, usually in stomachs, you see them a lot more. The bulge, it pushes out. Now, I guess I don't need to explain what a bulge is. People know what bulges are. If you're a male adult, you understand what a bulge is. You get one every morning. Morning glory. So yeah, what it does is it starts to bulge. And then it causes excruciating pain. And then it ruptures. And that pain goes away. Temporarily. Because then you get the bone on bone that begins to incorporate itself. So I've been living with that since I got out of the service back in 2008. 2025 now. I've almost been living with this nonsense for 20 years. 20 years. 10 years? No, hold on, 20 years doesn't sound right. Let me see. No, about 20 years, yeah. 2008, just a few more years, and it will have been 20 years. God, time. Slow down, please. I have no idea where it's gone. I blink and it's just another year's down. You younger kids, please, live every day. Live it. I don't know where like half of my years have gone. I really don't. You know, when people say, "Oh yeah, time," it's it's a funny thing. You blink and it's just past. It really does. I have no idea how, but it really does, ladies and gentlemen. It blows my mind how it's capable of doing this. You lose track of it, and then you're 40. And then you lose track of it, and then you're 60. You lose track of it, and you're burying your spouse. Like, what the heck? So, keep track of your days, you guys. Live them as full as you can. Because as somebody who has lived almost 40 years on this earth, this time goes by way too fast. Way too fast. and you only get to actually appreciate how fast it goes by. Well, I guess it's not an appreciation, it's a depreciation. I hate how fast it goes by. It angers me. Having a kid will show you how much time passes how quickly. My daughter was born yesterday to me. She is 6 years old now. She is talking, she is running around, she's living her best life, and like a week ago, I was holding her in my arms, a little teeny tiny baby. If I sneezed, it could have, broke her. That's how fragile she was. She wasn't really that fragile, but that's how it seemed back then. Time just gone. Don't let it slip away. Never let it slip away. Take some of my life lessons, you guys, especially that one, and live by it. Keep it close to heart. And time is exceedingly short, and my life's almost half over, and it felt like I just got here. I'm just barely beginning to appreciate it, and it's already half over. It's crazy. Hot. Extremely hot coffee. Whew. I guess that's what I get for taking a big old swig right as it came out of the Keurig. That's gonna burn tomorrow. Actually, I can feel it burning right now. I can't feel the tip of my tongue. I can't feel the roof of my mouth either. That's not good. It's gonna start blistering. Oh man, I messed up. Too bad you can't. What? Can you eat aloe vera? I'm not entirely sure. I don't see why not. It's not gonna be very good for you. Yeah, I'm not even gonna chance it. My phone's dead, and I'm not gonna bother trying to find my charger right now to plug it in just to look up. Can you consume aloe vera for a burn in your mouth? Although burns in the mouth, I don't like them. I really don't. They heal slower because of the wet environment, which on top of that you have the food that you're chewing, which can lead to bacteria growth, which can lead to infections. Yeah, I'm not really fond of burning my mouth on coffee. Man, I'm dumb. Okay, let me see. Katina's doing some transportation. And then she's gonna handle the fermentation? No, she's not. You are going to handle a furnace. Construct furnace. Let me see if there's anything I can do over here. No, okay. It's more or less just waiting for all of the construction to take place. No, go ahead and bake bricks. No, not bricks, sorry. Bake that concrete until 200. And now we get to work on the house. It's gonna be slow work, you guys, but it's gonna get done. Oh yeah, it's gonna get done. Looking forward to it. I just pretty much tripled. No, hold on. 2, 4. I just quadrupled my cement process. So initially it was just these two, but adding that 2 doubles it, and then that doubles it again, bringing us to the 4 times boost. That's what I should have been doing initially. I'm being perfectly honest. I should have had that many going, if not, a few more. I honestly want to place like 4 more down and keep it running that much faster. But with 8, that's more than sufficient. That's 80 per smelt. Nearly 100 per crafting session. And these crafting sessions aren't too terribly short. Or, too terribly long. I wish they were exceedingly short. That'd be nice. But thanks to our 2 harvest bots and our 2 service drones, I won't ever have to worry about these furnaces never running. So long as I have metals and I have... Huh? No. Bake. Okay. Does that mean that this is set up here? Yes, okay. What about here? Are any of them just not producing concrete? Okay. Alright, so there was that one making metal for me, which it got the resource requirement taken care of. No longer need any more metal. $1,800 out of $920. I really want to get these worked on. Oh, speak of the devil. I said I really want to get these worked on, and there goes Samantha. It's like she's listening. Only one? Really? I guess one is one. She needs to get her animal love in. There we go. Now let me see what's going around besides the blight. Alright, food's looking good. I still haven't... Oh. That's a lot of wood. That's a whole lot of wood. Oh yeah. Yeah, I had to make some wood closer by. This right here wasn't really cutting it. Neither was this. As you see, there's plenty of wood lying on the floor. It just needs to get transported. Drone. Other drones. Go and grab my wood. Grab my wood, that's right. Grab all my wood. Wood, I bet that wood's so heavy. You could barely get it up. Okay, let's steer away from those. I don't do all that good when it comes to those type of jokes. Nope. My favorite jokes are the one that insult people's intelligence. Those are the most ruthless ones. And I reserve those ones for people that go into people's chats and go out of their way to make people's lives miserable. You could be talking to somebody and then they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm banging your I'm banging your mom," and then somebody's mom will literally be dead, and like, "Oh yeah, I like them that way. Oh, I'm giving her that extra dust in her," or they come up with something stupid to say. And then that's usually when I bust out the IQ jokes, and then they're left there, trying to come up with something, and then they sound like bumbling idiots. And the best material they can, grasp at quickly is mommy and daddy jokes that you heard back in the 3rd grade. Well, I've evolved past the 3rd grade. I've evolved past elementary school and middle school and high school. Yeah. So I find it hilarious when the trolls try to troll me. So you really don't know how thick my skin is. It's essentially like diamond plated at this point. Being an airborne infantryman with a last name like the one I have. Oh, you guys have no idea the crucible that I have been forged in. Hell itself is afraid of the crucible I was forged in. So, when people try to hurt my feelers, just know this. I don't have any. My feelings died a long time ago with the little boy that I used to be. So go ahead, grasp at your straws. Try and find something to dig at me with, because I guarantee you, you're just gonna make yourself look like an idiot. No reaction, none. Not even a quickening of my heartbeat. No reaction. And it's hilarious because they try so hard sometimes. They try so hard. And there are a couple good trials, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a couple really good ones. But, if I didn't have a soul blacker than, I don't know, Vent of Black. Honestly, that's a light shade of black compared to my soul. Very dark. Unsettling. I don't even want to be here sometimes. In my head, that is. I want to be here on this earth. And let's not get my, let's not try and twist my words. I enjoy my life. It's not amazing. It's not the greatest life that I could ever have. I'm not a millionaire. Honestly, who needs money? I have enough to get by. My bills are paid. I don't have to worry about starvation. I don't have to worry about not having electricity. So I guess I'm very fortunate in that aspect. I don't know where I was going with that. It's going somewhere. And then usual brain activity, you guys. It says hard stop. No, he might be coming up with something ingenious. Let's stop it before it comes out of his mouth. That's my brain. You know what really happened is I was getting ahead of myself inside my head, and my ADHD and my autism started fighting one another. Yeah, it was brutal. You guys should have seen it. One heck of a battle. No, that's my everyday. No, well, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change anything that I go through for anything. It's created me. It's molded me. It's made me who I am. That's what I was afraid of them doing. Just using the quick path. So thank God I managed to get some of them done, because this could have been a very short fight. They could have already been here. And then here. And I've been working for this one. Just gonna go ahead and watch them. Maneuver over when I need to, which I'm gonna need to. There we go. And then we sit up here and we wait again for them to slowly progress forward. Why is there scrap metal over here? Okay, all my drones are still set up. Needed to make sure that they weren't going to come out here and start harvesting mid-fight. Yeah, this right here kind of hurt me, because of this entire section that they just bypassed. Okay. Why does it not feel like 3 times speed? Why does it feel like 1 time? Have I really been playing this game that long that 3 times has just become standard? Yeah, I literally feel like we're at 1 time speed right now. And I can't put my finger on why. I've only managed to kill 50 of the bugs, which not looking good whatsoever. Not looking good at all, actually. Yeah, that really hurt me right there, you guys. These mantis seem to have a little bit more HP than their beetle counterparts. Get everybody back up here. I still need you guys to continue raining down unholy hellfire upon these bugs. They're about to make that second to last round, and there's still so many of them. Get in the trap field. They're not gonna make it. These bugs will get here and tear them apart. So I'm going to set up people right here. As they begin to maneuver around this corner, I'll pull my people back. Here they come. Do some suppressive fire on the enemy. I'm just watching them really quickly to make sure that they don't get too close to my survivors. Honestly, I think I can put them to here and we'll be fine. 23. Okay, they're all bleeding to death. I can undraft. There we go. They all died, except for like maybe a couple of them. Like this guy right here. He's not going to die. He will, and that one will undraft. And there we go. Man, what an attack. Really need to get my base up and operational, these little switchbacks. I also need to get my scrap metal upgraded so I can begin making the rest of the base. They wouldn't have gotten this far even if I hadn't used my survivors, had I just had the rest of these traps completed. So I think that's what I'm going to focus on. Got about another 15 minutes here before I start thinking about ending it. So I've got plenty of time to begin the process. And honestly, I've been working on the process the entire video. I just haven't been talking about it. But you can see all of the scrap metal locations that Ken has available currently. He's been working on them. Oh yes, he has been working on them. That's why we actually have a little bit of scrap metal on hand. It's thanks to him. Whoa, what was that? I wanted to select and salvage. Thank you. Weird. Oh look, there's another one over here. Seems like every single salvageable piece of machinery that falls from the sky creates a double drop on this blue bayou game seed. Which, there's the game seed, you guys. Underneath the scenario, the region, the moon, the difficulty. Blue bayou, it's not a bad one. You start off in this amazing location. Really, really flat. For the most part, aside from a little bit of bumps here and there. But it's pretty flat for the most part. You can get a lot done, as you see with my massive base. I even decided to incorporate some of the stone structures. Sorry, I don't know why my brain couldn't figure out the word stone. Yeah, there's a couple of stone structures here that I incorporated into the base, make it look like it was one with the environment. Now, speaking of stone structures, I haven't played it yet in my timeline. Now, let's not go there. So, I'm about a month ahead of schedule. It's September 16th right now, and Jurassic World Evolution 3 released on the 21st of October, meaning at the time of the release of this video, I'm already well into the recording process for that game. There's already several videos coming out. But right now, I just really want to play that game. I really, really want to play that game. I cannot wait for it to release. I wish that, in the creation of this video, I could grab a hold of the timestamp and have it ferry me to the future, to when the game is released, because I was watching something interesting. They have these stone formations, more or less, rocks, that you can pile on top of one another to make arches, to make these structures that you see over here. I can build my own variants of these on my park. So it's gonna be interesting, the designs that everybody's gonna do. I cannot wait to see what everybody comes up with. The designs are gonna be off the chain. Like, I'm really looking forward to everybody's ingenuity. You can do waterfalls, you can create cliffs. I'm gonna have several river systems that have waterfalls that fall into the next pen, and then it's just gonna be an ever cascading effect. I might even make my survivors or my park visitors have to walk uphill to get away from the park at night. Walk downhill all day and walk uphill at night. All right, so already I've managed to get nearly 600 of that concrete, almost 1,000, just by adding in this. These drones are very, very beneficial. Oh, and they finished these. Nice. Select game. Okay, let me get some first-person shooter going on for them. Let me get a simulator. Let me get a farming manager, and I'm gonna need some better healing. So let's get the hospice secured. Cut that out, and that's already ready to go. Okay. Looking good. Night and day, furnaces are running. I have plenty of sticks still. I'm running out of this, surprisingly. How do I only have 30 red cloth? Oh well. That's probably because I'm cutting and not harvesting. Oh well. I don't need it. Are the hiccups induced by my coffee consumption? It's like every time I start chugging my coffee, the hiccups are like coming through. Is it a reaction between the acidicness, or I might have to talk to my doctor about this and get to the bottom of it. All I know is it's annoying. Or if that means I have to restrict my coffee consumption, I'm not gonna be a happy man. You can see Samantha here getting to work. She's upgrading everything that's pre-selected. And by the looks of it, there was a massive amount already to go. That's great. Good stuff. What's she reconstructing now? Oh, she's just grabbing more stone. Okay. That's fine. Everything's working. All of my food storages. I'm almost out of bug parts. Man. I'm going to hold off on this attack. I'll harvest the next one. Usually, when they send the flyers, that's when I like to harvest, as they're right above where it needs to go. So it's just a quick back and forth, as opposed to this. I'd have to run this way and then run up and go back over and then come back. It's a little more time consuming, and I still have so much to do, so many things to get caught up on, mainly the concrete. I want to get this building up to concrete before I finally go about taming my dogs, and I want to get my stockpile of this dried meats. Once I get that fridge completely full, I'll have about 2,500, and then I can begin feeding these dogs and keeping them alive. But before that, I have to get my farm under control. So the food going to and from is just fine. Everything's working out exactly as I intended it to. Nobody's not getting fed. Everybody's staying topped off more or less, which is beautiful to see. But I want to wait until there's more. If I wait until there's more of these creatures to take care of, it'll let me see if my survivors are up to the task of even having the dogs in the first place. As having more of these creatures will give me more food. For instance, this currently, it's only 67 out of 100, but it gives me 40 raw meat and 10 hide. However, if I look at its mommy and daddy, 100 raw meat and 40 hide. So we got 20 extra hide and some extra meat. 60 extra meat, to be exact. So it's really beneficial. These guys, 120 meat. And these ones, 80 and 80. So you get more the more animals you have. Oh, I need to move you over here. Assign owner, this shogu right there. Are there any other shogus lying around that I need to allocate to a new home? No, it looks like they're just fine. Yeah, they're just fine. None over here? None over here. Okay, so a new spot for that thing to live. All of these will be for harvesting. These are going to be for interior base defense if any bugs get in. These are going to keep everything taken care of. The druck over here, food source. That's mainly food. Oh, that's exclusively food. What am I saying? And this is going to be my hides. So on top of the hide, decent amount of food with it. Just enough, potentially, to keep all of my dogs fed. So just need to get about maybe, I don't know, 5 times the amount of animals that we currently see here, and then I will feel confident. knowing that my survivors are able to keep everything, you know, functioning. I might also add in an extra harvest bot, just so that I can have an extra harvester out there, you know, get some extra food. That way I don't ever run out. But that's going to be a little bit later. Well, it's not going to be this video. No, that's probably going to be the next video, if not the one after that. If I remember to do it at all. I'll eventually get to it. I'll eventually remember that I need another harvest bot. Especially when my people are constantly over here tending to these feeders and there's nobody out harvesting the food. Constantly having to keep up on my blight. It's not like last time where I was able to instantaneously kill it off, which that was great. And I am currently stocked up on chew root. Now I think I'm going to put my emergency rations over here. Is that under, I think that's cooked foods and then cooked meals. No, it's under tasty. No, chef. No, other. There we go. And then let's get the other disabled from this one. I want this to be exclusively chew root. This one over here is kimchi, as well as my other stuff. The pickled and the emergency ration. 187 scrap metal, so I can go ahead and start up a new section. I'll take it to about there. Bam. How much do I need? 32. Oh, that's not too bad. Why are they not doing the ones on the end? Hold on. Oh, I know why. If you select too much area, it'll deselect for construction. It's a little annoying. I wish it didn't happen, but you know, it's a very minor inconvenience at best. So I'm not going to fret over it too much. Everything's looking really, really good. I'm going to now set up a mission for the cruise ship. I'm going to send Simon out on it. And then spaceship debris with Ken. Get those going. Hopefully they bring back some scrap metal. I like starting off Ken's little harvesting sessions with setting him out to actually get some scrap metal, because the majority of the time now it feels like Ken just brings back whatever he wants to. Don't get me wrong, he brings back a lot of good stuff. I'm really happy with what he brings back, but I need scrap metal. I need scrap metal. It's not a want. Well, it is a want, but it's a need as well. So scrap metal and the concrete. Wow, I've almost got another 1,000 knocked out. That was really quick. I should have been doing this a long time ago. Alright, the base is going to come up so much faster now, you guys. It's just finding the stone. But thankfully I am getting some stone back from my concrete use, which is then going to further the war machine. But here soon, I'm going to need to send out Simon and anybody willing to go outside the wire to harvest more stone for me, because that's going to be a big necessity here shortly. Huge necessity. Because when that 2.8K disappears, it's over. The majority of my stone is way off in the distance. Used to be abundant, and now it's not. Let's grab the soup. I know I'm always grabbing the soup, and here's why. I don't need those first aid kits. I've got a couple hundred. Several hundred. Yeah, so don't need it. Alright, you found a pulse rifle and some scrap metal. So that's about another 100 scrap metal. So let me start up another job. Right up in here. As I already know, Ken is... What the? No, I didn't want to grab Samantha. I wanted to construct you. There we go. Perfect. Well, since it's right there, might as well finish off this side. There, 503. Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna be the rest of this video and next one. Good lord. Okay, so that's half of my traps ready to go. I really just wanted to have them all set up, but I know that's several thousand over here. And I need to have some scrap metal on hand for when I have repairs. I've only got 100 metal alloy currently, but that goes really quick. It goes really, really quick. Nice, you got 30 soups. Running low. Perfect timing. Good job. Then there's Ken with his 140 scrap metal. Nice. Let's cut down the blight again. And then let me take a look at how much time I have left for this episode. Ew. Ew, because that's all I have time for this episode. I was hoping for a few more minutes. But there's always another video, you guys. So if you ended up liking this one, hit that like button for me. And do it for you. You know, smashing that like button, it's a boost of morale for you. Nope. It could be. But no, it's a boost of morale for me. It could be a boost of morale for you. Who knows? You know, it'll give you a little pick-me-up. You get to hear somebody ramble on, make you feel more intelligent about yourself with the stupidity that I come up with and the nonsense. You get to hear that there's somebody else's brain out there that likes to fight them over everything and everything. But no, what it does for you, especially if you're liking the content and you want to see more of it, it'll put me into your algorithm, putting me right there on the front page of your YouTube recommendations, where I'll forever be if you don't hit the subscribe button, that is, which that's another little button you can hit that I don't like having to talk about. You hear every single YouTuber out there, every single content creator say, support me, hit those buttons. I feel like, yes, it is something we should be doing, but at the same time, overusing it, I feel it can be a bit cringe. But some people need to be told to do it. So if you want to, you know, by all means. Again, you'll just be throwing yourself into that front line, the front row, if you will, the premiere section of when every video comes out. You'll be the first one to see it. Be the first one to comment, here first, and all that good stuff. So again, if you enjoyed the video, smash that like button for me, hit the subscribe button so you can follow the channel, and then, as always, hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. You guys take care, you stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later, guys.